Hello, hello. Private, private. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, H, I, J, K, J, K, L, M, N, O. Hey. J, K, L, M, N. Hello, hello. Private, private. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, H, I, J, K, J, K, L, M, N, O. Hey. AJKLMN. Hello, hello. Private, private. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, H, I, J, K, J, K, L, M, N, O. Hey. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. This is Hans Kim. We are coming to you live. Hello, ladies from my home. And gentlemen, welcome to the show. Sorry about that. This show is really about drugs and alcohol and how to do it better and how to get people into it that might not already be into it. Human beings. Um, so what's going on nowadays is there's a poop girl in Austin. She became famous for rolling around in poop on 6th Street. The horses there take shits on the sidewalk and the road, mostly the road. They just shit right there. Horses just don't give a fuck about shitting. Hans, did you quit KT? Well, the episodes haven't come out yet, but let's just say that there's a competition going on for my spot. And there's a lot of drama associated with it, so stay tuned, my friends. Don't want to spoil anything, but I'm doing fine. I'm just having a great time in life in general. So yeah, there's a poop girl. She's just rolling around in poop. Not really a big deal. Apparently, herbivore shit isn't as disgusting as omnivore or carnivore shit. It's like cow shit is just normal. It's like fun to play with. People in Africa throw elephant dung at each other, and that's fun and not dangerous. But yeah, I mean, there was horse shit on the road, and then this girl was playing with it, so it's fun. Everyone loved it. It's not a big deal. I think people like to tell women when they're being disgusting, because that's like devastating for a woman to be called disgusting. So they like to use that power. A lot of people like to slut shame, I think, and make women feel bad. Because women make them feel bad, so they get back at them by being like, "You're gross, you're a harlot, you're a whore." Hans Kim, do your parents yell while talking normally to you? Well, if they were yelling, they wouldn't be talking normally. My parents are Asian. They don't really yell. They are very quiet and polite people. You gotta keep the spot. You're hilarious. Thank you. I'm trying, but, well, you'll see in the episodes to come. No spoilers here, but let's just say there's some strong punchlines in the retard community. But yeah, the horse girl. So here's a conundrum. Do you turn on read receipts or not? Do you leave them off? Because it's like having more information is good, but sometimes it's not good because then you know when someone read your shit and then you just want to be like, "Hey, I was just reading it, but I wasn't gonna respond till later." But that doesn't mean I hate you. And then like they're like, "Oh, you read it." And sometimes I don't want to know if they read it. I just want to send it to them, let them deal with it on their own time. However they deal with it, and they can come back to me. I don't need to know when they read it because that might hurt my feelings. You can lead a whole to culture, but you can't make her think. A whore to culture. Um, all my Korean friends, man, they had some loud conversations. Yeah, I guess Koreans can get loud. Then why are they known to be polite? I think everyone can be loud, but Asians are more often quieter than more other races. How often do you hire a maid to clean your house? Not very often. I need to start doing that, especially the common areas. Just because if if we leave it up to the roommates to figure out who's gonna clean what, then no one's gonna do it because no one wants to be going through the indignity of doing more work than others. That's like ingrained in us to be so despised. So we're like, we don't want to be doing the most work. We want to be doing the least work. Um, there has to be a way of understanding the complexities of the situation that we're in. There has to be a way of doing this, and this is a part of the process. There are many different ways of understanding the complexities, and we have to utilize the methods at our disposal to come to the proper conclusion. There are artistic beings in the mix, and they are a part of our atmosphere. That's just some of the nonsense that I write, trying to reach 2,000 words a day. How often do you hire a maid? It's gonna be the guy with the speaker, my guess, anyways. Say a funny joke. Congrats on your success. Sup, bud? Hello from Vista, California. So here's a funny joke. How do you get a taco into a butthole? You shove it into a Mexican. My African friends once told me he was loud because he was used to yelling at the birds. Why would Asians be loud? Asians aren't loud. Um, anyways, you know what happened to the Titanic? Who knows? I just want to know if the captain of the Titanic was reckless because he was going so fast when there were so many icebergs around, when there were warnings of icebergs. I saw an Instagram video of a boat hitting a windmill in the middle of the ocean, and when you're just looking at the boat, it just looks like it hits it, it like just bounces off. But when you look at the cabin camera, you can see the dude on his phone or something, and he goes flying across the room just 'cause that little bump. So like a little bump on a big boat is still like a big deal. It's like a lot of force. So you hit a iceberg, and then if it's the captain's fault, then he's an idiot. He should have been more careful with his brand new boat to not go bumping into things. Like the thing about the thing is that boats are susceptible to low ground and things to run into. But I guess that's a lot of things. How do you start getting booked for comedy shows? So the best way to get booked for comedy shows is to go to a comedy show and have people be like, "Oh my God, that's Chandra Fawcett. That's Chandra Fawcett. Put him on the show." Um, I think the best way to get on a comedy show is to show people that you're funny by being on a comedy show and being funny. Another great way to get on a comedy show is to become a regular on Kill Tony. Another great way to get on comedy shows is to be funny in a comedic sense, or have a large following, or have a large TikTok, or just be friends with people and convince them of your artistic genius and convince them that they're investing on the ground floor in your brand and that you are a brilliant comedian and they could benefit from helping you. You could get on a comedy show by sleeping with somebody. You gotta pick the right person. Don't just sleep with anyone expecting to get on a comedy show. You gotta sleep with someone that has a comedy show or has access to one. You could get on a comedy show by, you know, being a part of the scene and being known as someone that gets booked. And they're like, oh, I'm booking a show. Let me go through my booked people's list and then start getting booked because other people book you. Basically, you need to prove to people that you can be a positive addition to their show or to their life or to their genitals. But yeah, I mean, if I were you, I would try to convince people that you could help the show make it better, not make it worse, and that you have something that not a lot of other people have, and that your perspective on the world is unique, and that you have insightful insights into the inciting incidents of our time. Anyways, how do you build your name in Seattle's comedy scene? Well, I built my name in the Seattle comedy scene by doing music open mics and just practicing and getting more stage time than everyone else and writing more than everyone else. Um, I guess you can't say that I wrote more than anyone else. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who cares? But I probably was going up more than anyone else, except for like headliners. Because I was doing these music open mics. I would be like a year in, less than a year in. I was doing 15 minutes at music open mics, and I'd be the only comedian there. And I would hit like two or three a night. And the musicians would hate me sometimes. They'd be like, oh my God, this kid. They'd all be like old people just doing their little music. And I'd be there like trying to talk about politics and dicks and stuff. How do you develop a foot fetish? What happened to that British female comedian that tried to roast you on Kill Tony? Do you have any sort of like Taoist rituals? Um, I have a Taoist ritual where I eat Korean food, which is a food that's ancestral to my people, the ancestors. What happened to that British female comedian? She's doing great. She is not interested in dating me, obviously. She made that clear. So that's good to know. She's a comedian. She goes all over the world. You can follow her on Instagram. Very funny, very cool person that does not want to date me. Uh, there's a lot of those. They have a club and they all talk about how they don't want to date me. It's called Women in General because no woman wants to date me. Just kidding. Some women do. You come to Pennsylvania anytime, anywhere around Pittsburgh. I actually did the Burning Bridges Festival in Pittsburgh. That's where I learned about yinzers. What's up, Hans? Are you allowed to smoke bud over there? If so, what's your preference? I just ran out of weed, unfortunately, but yes, I've been smoking a lot if you couldn't tell. I am smoking up a storm. I've been pretty high, feeling good, just trying to enjoy life. My supply chain girl is still my girlfriend. She is so beautiful and so lovely, and I love her so much. And hopefully she goes with me to Round Rock tonight because otherwise we won't be able to see each other tonight because she has a normal job. Hans, let's grab lunch next week when you are free. Um, Lunch can be fun. So yeah, I mean, I think the supply chain girl is amazing and wonderful, and I hope that she continues to date me. Boston, yes, I hope to be going to Boston. You can go in the ocean and be the worst if you're doing your best and everything works out. You can be the worst marine animal in the water that day. Or you could be on land and be an apex predator and do everything your body was designed to do. The thing about the ocean is that we're not supposed to be there. Why would you want to be somewhere where you're not the best? Like, do you play basketball if you're 5'4", or are you a horse jockey? Like, why are you going to where nobody wants you? Nobody thinks you're cool there. Nobody's trying to kiss you under the bottom of the ocean. It's not where we're supposed to go. There's no point in putting the human body into places it's not supposed to go. It's like, oh, someone's here. What kind of motorcycle do you have? It's a Kawasaki Versys. Nice. So I can go on the highway? Yes. Yeah, it's a sick 56. Holy shit. And I also have like a dual sport bike. It's a technicalities 50. What's a dual sport? It's like a dirt bike that can go on the street. Oh, so it has like lights and license plate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's right there. Those license plates. Did you bring the drone? I did. Nice. Hey, do you think we can get it flying today? I hope so, dude. There's not like else like so I got it down to the transmitter, but like I don't know which is the arm switch. You have to like plug it into like dirt and see like what. Yeah, yeah. So you okay being on the live stream? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we can get it fine. There shouldn't be anything like that stops us. Hey, what's up, guys? This is my friend who's helping me with the drone. Do you want to introduce yourself?
What's up? I'm Nico.
He's been on Kill Tony recently.
Weeks ago, yeah, like that.
So he's helping me fly my drone. I was just talking about how we shouldn't like just go places like with our human body, like the ocean. It's not where we're supposed to be. There's no point in sending us to Venus. Send a robot and a camera. Put like sensory inputs on it, and then put you in a VR suit, and you can feel like you're in Venus, but be able to breathe. We're stuck here. Just get used to it. Stop making Earth shitty, so that you want to leave it. Can you close that door?
Yeah.
Do you want to react to some videos?
It's good. My reactions might be kind of ridiculous, but
Are we allowed to just show YouTube videos on YouTube?
that I couldn't tell you.
Top YouTube videos that aren't music this week.
This bag is so fucking confusing. I was like trying to put everything back in.
Oh yeah, it's one of those DJI bags.
Nice bag.
Yeah, it's like three in one. So it can be like a shoulder bag, it can be a backpack, and it can be whatever. But it's not good at any of them.
Shit, breathing.
Yeah, there's too many pockets that lead nowhere.
It looks cool.
Yeah. So the batteries got fried. I don't know how that happened, but I wasn't even. They were just sitting right here
Temperature controlled everything too.
because this is normal room temperature. I don't know why.
Yeah. We might
There's
take
a
it
plug right there. Yeah, but I just don't know what I did to fuck it up.
on like a non-balanced setting, which is kind of sketch
Yeah.
because you don't want to blow it up. But I've done it before and brought batteries back, but it's kind of like
So another idea that I'm playing with is some people in restaurants and businesses don't accept cash. Oh yeah, they had have a bill in Seattle where you have to accept cash if you're a business.
yeah.
What do you think that is? You think that's just like no brown nosers that just love registering everything to the IRS? Or do you think it's people that are like
That
don't like homeless people or poor people?
I kind of think it's. I was in Seattle. I was in Seattle during COVID, and I kind of think that that was more of a COVID thing. Like the people in Seattle just
It's dirty, money's dirty.
exactly that's how they feel, and I guess maybe they thought that the homeless people with cash.
Well, I think like it's it's like the COVID thing is like it wasn't even a thing. Like you don't get COVID from giving people money.
Not how you get COVID. I never got it.
It's through the air.
Somehow.
Through the air. You don't have to guess anymore.
Yeah.
You can Google it. But no, I think yeah, maybe there it's a carryover from the thing, but it's good to have an analog version, especially with something as delicate as society. You don't want to just go all digital.
Right? It's gonna collapse at some point.
Yeah, you gotta have a backup. It's just right the right things on the bed.
What was else? Sick. Oh yeah, and also I don't know if anybody, I don't know if it's still the same with like newer FPV drones, but you're not supposed to power it up without having an antenna on the FPV receiver.
Yeah, that's what they said.
So if it's powered through the USB, it's not really that big of a deal, but if it powers through battery, you have to make sure.
So, did you bring extra batteries?
Yeah. If not, we can still get it connected to the computer. Like this one, yeah, so yes, I did. I was here. With that, one of them is charging.
Okay.
This one is kind of like it lit.
So you know how to use that charging thing too?
Yeah, they're all kind of different, but basically the same.
So how did you get into drones?
Watching YouTube videos, trying to get into powered paragliding.
Powered
Hell yeah,
paragliding?
dude. Have you seen it?
No.
So you basically you
That's
have
awesome.
like a lawnmower motor with a propeller on it with a
Yeah.
backpack,
Yeah.
and then you have a parasail,
Yeah.
and you just take off from wherever.
Yeah.
And so I was looking to get into that, and I saw some videos of people racing FPV drones through the forest, and I thought, man, that seems
Way safer.
a lot more affordable. And so I went for it. Yeah, I found a group of people in town that were into it, and
That's
I
why I love drones. That's what we're talking about, like going to Venus and shit. We don't need to go to
right?
Venus.
Yeah.
You can control it and you can see it.
Yeah.
That's like all we need because that's the drone thing. Like you're not flying, but you feel like you're flying.
And then if you go with the drone and scope it out and it seems safe, then you go to Venus. Did you just lick that rock salt lamp?
Yeah,
Is that the
that's
only reason you keep it around? Is to
yeah.
like,
I'm gonna cut the cord off and
dude,
leave it work.
I was wondering, dude, I had this girl in my house the other day, and she was asking if she could lick my rock salt lamps, and I was like, I guess if you want, but
Do you have a lot of girls coming to your house? Is that a humble brag?
no, it's not a lot, but I mean, an okay amount, I guess.
I said, give us a one-liner, Hans.
Give us a one-liner.
Hmm.
Oh, damn, dude.
Here's a one-liner. Hey, go fuck your mother.
Yeah, that'll work.
Anyway, so the battery's charging. Should we hook up the?
Yes. We should look it
So
up and
all
see what
we.
it says.
Okay. What do we need? USB-C.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, here we go. You know what firmware or what software they're using on this? Is it Betaflight?
Yeah,
We'll
probably.
figure it out.
Yeah, that's Nazgul.
Yeah, my best one-liner is, do you know what a clone willy is?
No.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's like, it's a kit that you buy to make a clone of your dick.
Hmm.
Like, it comes with silicone and then dental alginate to.
Okay.
So, my pickup line is that I had to buy extra silicone for my clone willy kit. But normally people don't know what it is, so it's like I have to explain that to them too.
An extra what?
I had to buy extra, it didn't come with enough silicone.
Income with enough silicone.
Yeah, so like it's a kit and it comes with like,
So you have extra silicone that
n
you need because your dick's small.
exactly, but the other way.
What other way?
It's not, I bought more silicone because my dick's not small.
Oh, you got leftover silicone.
No, I
You
didn't
got
have
too
any.
much.
Yeah, no, no, there's none left over. I used all of it.
Your dick is either big or small, but you're mentioning the size of it, which is funny.
Either way.
Yeah. It's like that Werner Herzog.
Oh, hell yeah, this is,
Oh
fuck yeah.
my god.
Fuck yeah, I'm
We
so
are
happy to set up.
watching my fucking
Okay,
drone.
I'm so glad it's
Everybody
beta
do this.
flight.
Do this real quick. Can you do that again?
So you can
We're watching my
level.
drone.
And
Put
this,
it into the camera.
oh, oh shit, okay.
Look, so you can see the drone doing what it's doing here.
Getting ready to go to Venus.
Yes. This is the Venus Copter 17.
And it looks like this is a good page to have it on because then you can see if it's actually set up correctly. Like, let's see, facing this way, down, yes, yes,
Oh my god.
forward,
That's
backwards.
beautiful.
All right. And then if it's not level, you can put it on a level surface and then calibrate the accelerometer. So like if you click that, and then it'll, there you go,
You know
now
what
like
we could
perfectly
do?
level.
Is get you your own keyboard and mouse.
Oh,
Right over there. Do you see that keyboard? Mouse should be somewhere over there as well.
uh-huh. Sick.
It's come on over here or stay here or you gotta do.
Okay. So
I love it.
yeah, this is good. I'm glad that it was. It's already got beta flight on it.
It's already a fucking thing. Oh, yeah.
See,
Come on over here. It's a little fucky on the big screen.
maybe it's,
Maybe. I think it's just fucked up.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, fucking chill. Okay, so that's good to know that it's doing that. So it's like constantly available.
Constant spin mode.
Now this should be roll so that it's backwards.
I have no idea what's going on. So actually, oh, sorry, hold on. My bad.
Oh
I'm
shit.
trying to make it look good,
Well,
and
it's
you're trying
never
to
gonna go
actually
to
do it.
Venus like that.
Not spinning.
Not like that. Okay, we need
It's
to
like a
let's go
bullet.
fucking chill. Okay.
He had just gone up on stage. I was just walking through the alley back when you guys used to stand in the alley.
That was the last time they had an album.
Yeah, was it?
I think so.
People will never know. But yeah, you can't have people in the alley in Texas.
Dude, I only signed up twice. I only went to the alley once.
Oh,
And that second time I got on.
nice. So you're 50% since that's right.
I didn't like him, but
Pretty much a regular.
okay, so I think it's PAER, which means throttle, aileron, elevator, and roll. Like that's those are like your channels here. So like the roll means that this way.
Wait, so if you go like this,
That's the throttle.
oh, so
So
this
that's like
thing,
that.
the
Yep, yep,
roll is the throttle, and the
exactly.
throttle is
So
the
we need to
roll.
change it to PAER, which is here. So channel mapping, we need to change this to.
That's how everyone does it.
And, fuck. See, I usually use free sky, but
Frisky.
I usually use frisky. We'll just try all of them and see which one.
I don't know why I'm correcting you. You know more than I do.
No, I call it frisky too.
So why'd you call it?
I didn't know if you were up on your terminology.
I've heard
Maybe.
it frisky, yeah. I heard it on the video somewhere. Stop doing the spinning thing.
Okay, so the throttle's correct.
Throttle.
And then we'll say the pitch. Yep,
Spin it around.
thick, perfect.
So that's the
Oh, sorry, that's yaw. That's like the rudder.
yaw, yeah. Yaw is the funny sounding one.
Yaw.
And that's just what turning your head,
Mhm.
basically.
And then pitch forward or backwards. Perfect.
Pitch. What's pitch? Oh, your nose.
Mhm.
So if you pitch up
You're gonna
and
go
then throttle up, then you're gonna go straight up, or
pitch up and throttle up. You're gonna. I mean, that's depending on how fast you do it. You're either gonna just spin backwards, or you can do what's called a I forget what it's called, but
what do you do if you want to go straight up, loop de loop, or
like this.
back flip, or
Oh, I would just hit like I mean, because you could change the rates, like how many degrees per second the drone turns.
yeah,
So I would change the rates to a little bit higher rate, and all you need to do is like hit this white flying really quick, and you'll like flip over.
nice.
Just lastly down inverted or whatever.
You do a power loop,
Yeah, that's what it's called, power loop.
yeah.
Like I like to do those over under bridges, like you go under the bridge and then over.
We can do that.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh
So
my
much fun.
God.
It feels
Do you
so
have a
trippy.
video?
Ah, not with. I'll have to find it. And it's here. Okay, well, this is good. So now we need to see which switch is the arm switch.
Which one should it be?
Whichever one you feel is like the quickest, because if you need to disarm your drone really quickly, it's nice to just know. So I'm guessing, like, are you right or left-handed?
Right.
It's probably this.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Just real quick. Yeah, so pause three. So you need to say four. I think that's cool. Or you could have a button if you prefer that or a switch. I guess a button might be better because you can set
It's
the
on and
switches
off.
from you can set the switches for different modes.
Yeah. So this one goes in and then it goes out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Arm. Okay, so we'll do channel. But like after this, it should.
Chandra Fawcett asks, what made you keep going to open mics? Probably the love of the game, just saying jokes and seeing if it works and being able to control people with my mouth.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
But if you love that, you can keep going doing comedy forever, and that's the game. So if you can enjoy doing comedy, then you have you have an advantage, and it's like a lot of people don't. They just want success, and it's so lame because it's so hollow. It's
yeah,
like you're talking to a zombie.
yeah, it's pretty apparent, I guess, too.
Auxiliary one, it says.
What number was this? Do you remember four?
Or
Okay, so we'll change it to four.
so before you leave, can you send me a recommendation for battery that I should buy?
Yeah, for sure.
Because these I just bought.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
whatever.
tattoos or whatever. They're like that's the brand that people are gonna push you
Mm,
because they sponsor like everybody.
yeah.
But they're really not the best batteries in my opinion. The composition of the battery itself, I forget what it is, but there's like a superior material that they use
For the other one.
yeah, and it's called graphene.
Graphene.
Yeah,
So
and
what's the brand that you recommend?
I would recommend China Hobby Line.
Sounds sus
It sounds sus, but they're really good, dude. They're the best. Like those batteries can take a.
China is so not what you want to hear with electronics.
But then if you think like sometimes you peel the wrapping back on those, and it's like the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
Sometimes.
So I have a 4S,
Hmm.
right? And 6S is like optimal. Those are faster, I
Yeah,
hear.
because it's okay. So drones work on a principle of kV, which is RPMs per volt. So the more volts you have, the faster RPMs you achieve.
Right.
So yeah, the six. I've never flown a 6S before, but I've flown a
Yeah,
5S.
it was all sold out, or else I would have got it. But yeah, when I bought this, I was like getting everything so fast. Then I got everything, and it was a pain to set up, and I was like, "Fuck this."
It's kind of. Do
Yeah.
you this is way too fucking. Do you have? Is this your first FPV drone?
Yes,
Okay,
I
nice.
crashed my what do you call non-FPV drones?
Just the photography drone, I guess.
Photography
Yeah,
drone. Yeah, those are nice,
they're
but
nice.
they don't do everything I want to do.
They don't, and you can't fly FPV really. I mean, you can look at your phone, but there's a delay usually, and that will cause you to crash.
Yeah, I like the drone. I like the concept of it. I like how easy it is to fly.
You're gonna shit your pants when you get out and race, actually, or just like go around a track or like around some trees. It's
Where do you race?
I haven't raced anywhere in Austin, but I have all the stuff to set up a track. We can just go to a field or something.
Is there like you have to have a league?
No, no, we could just go out there. Just
Did you used to know people
I
like
did. I raced
being a
professionally.
thing?
Yeah,
Uh,
I
who do
try
you
to.
know? You know Vanover and
Yeah, yeah. I
you
know Vienna,
know
like
Amari,
no. I mean, it's since I had flown professionally, it's been
you
like
know MCK.
no, nothing.
But do you know of him?
No,
Oh, he's a
MCK.
Korean.
Oh no, I know this.
His videos are amazing. His videos are the best.
He does like freestyle videos.
Yeah. And he's like just good at racing too.
I have some like old freestyle videos on YouTube and some drum or some racing videos.
Yeah. I wish I asked you before.
Okay, so angle is like so
You
you're
flip over?
yeah, that's when you can actually flip over. It's like full like if you push the pitch forward, it
Uh-huh.
stays forward until you take it back. So with horizon mode, that's going to be like flying a photography drone. That's where it's like
Right.
it auto levels itself. So if you let go of the
Mhm.
sticks, it goes back to level.
Yeah.
So I'll set that as like an option that you can put it on. Um,
Oh, so photography mode versus not photography mode.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's like race. Like you can't do freestyle and like flips and shit in photography mode
Right.
because the drone wants to keep itself level.
Wow.
So it's like that mode is really cool to have and know where it's at because like if you're flying around and you hit a tree or something or you hit a race gate or anything and you spin out of control, usually you don't know what's going on because you have goggles on. You're just like spinning. You can
Mhm.
hit the that mode and then the drone will at least
Level itself.
yeah, and then you can power up or down or
Nice. But
whatever.
the thing is with that photography drone, this thing doesn't go down or doesn't stay there.
Yeah,
So you just gotta be
it
aware of
it's
that.
yeah exactly. So this one you have to it
Otherwise
goes
it's gonna
down.
keep going down.
But at least having the horizon mode like takes one aspect of like what you need to
So
do
is that
right.
a button?
Yeah, it's gonna be this switch right here.
That's a switch?
Yeah. So like when it's so, so we'll
Can it
put
be
it.
a button?
Would you? Well, I'm gonna set a couple modes though for you. I'm gonna do
Oh,
like
okay, yeah. So there's
angle.
gonna be more.
Yeah. So like I'll do this one. You're like when you turn it on, this will be. Would you prefer it to be like race mode or do you prefer it to be auto level mode when you first turn it
Race mode.
on? Okay. So we'll have that. So
Hello.
so whenever you go to add another mode,
Uh-huh.
instead of searching for the correct channel, you can just put the switch and it'll pick it up.
Okay.
So it knows when you first turn on race mode. Next one is auto level photography mode.
Uh-huh.
And then we don't need to really add.
So just two.
Your drone probably has what's called turtle mode too. And that is if you flip over,
Yeah.
you can hit that and
That's what I was talking
it
about.
freaks out and it'll pop out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's really nice if you land in if you land on like a
But
roof or
is
something.
that a button? You just press it once and it
It could
does
be
it?
a no, it's still on like one of the switches. Or
Okay.
usually it could be whatever you want, but
Yeah. South Korea was great. So
all
foreign.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Korea is amazing. It's like people that are like united at a base level, but like still disunited at like all the normal issues. So it's like at least they have some shit figured out. Like transportation is amazing there. It's not great though. There's have so many cars still. They really base it on America. There's way too many highways. Everyone's driving. It's crazy. But it's way better than like Vietnam, I heard. I saw this video about it. Like everyone in Vietnam is on the surface, so that everyone's driving mopeds and cars, but in Korea everyone's underground
Oh,
in the
that's nice.
subways.
Hell yeah.
So it's even bigger than whatever, but there's less people on the surface. It doesn't seem as busy, and everyone's just getting to wherever they want to go instead of being stuck in traffic, and everyone's not where they want to be. If everyone's where they want to be, they're a lot happier.
I kind of think that that's intentional here, like that people are kind of just like caught up. Like it's not very efficient to get from point A to point B
Yeah.
in the U.S. Like any city that I visited, it just seems like we could benefit from more roundabouts or
Building things closer together, not having giant parking lots,
doesn't make sense.
not having giant highways that no one wants to live
Listen,
next to.
if it doesn't make sense, it's making somebody dollars.
I know. I mean, do you know like about white flight and suburban sprawl?
I've heard of suburban sprawl.
How they were like, oh, all the black people are moving into the cities. Let's move out to the suburbs and have
Yeah,
highways connecting them all.
yeah.
And then if you need to have a car to get anywhere, and all the rich people can, just go into the city, do what they have to do, and leave. And all the people living in the city are
Stuff
stuck.
there.
It's like, why don't make awesome cities instead of like shitty cities for people to zoom in and out of? But yeah, I mean, America's like based on torturing black people.
Drunk.
Hans Kim, uh, Pussy Magnet. Hans is Pussy Magnet.
Weird thing, but I've never heard about a drone before. But who knows?
Hey,
The
ladies,
future is changing.
take your goggles off,
You
put
know,
your normal glasses on.
it's actually surprising the amount of women that I give FPV goggles and like fly around my backyard that results in me getting laid.
Yeah, you control their world.
It's like Aladdin, like I just took
Yeah, they can fly now. Everyone wants to fly, especially bitches.
put these on. Do you trust me? Do you trust me?
It's just hypnotizing them to get naked.
All right, well, I think we're good to go.
All right, let's pop on the propellers.
Let's test it first before we pop. I learned my lesson.
Well, yeah, get it away from anything that can get caught. Don't unplug it.
Well, we can plug it back in. I'm gonna plug the battery in now and see if it does the thing. Sure. Make sure the motor's spinning in the right direction.
Who is the brother? The brother is Nico, comedian, drone pilot, resident of Austin, former resident of Seattle. I'm from Seattle. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe just missed each other there.
yeah, I think we talked about this. So is that a good drone, you think?
Oh, nice. I mean, it looks like it's well built.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I just bought it. It's a dead cat formation.
But the specs of these motors are good. These are nice. They've got like nice thick windings on.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I'm gonna look them all through whenever I got it, just to like, check it out and see it clean.
Well, it's never been flown.
Yeah, enjoy it now. It's like you almost want to like break a valve or something right away
Yeah.
and get that bad juju out.
So the goggles work? Have you tried the
No, I didn't
goggles?
sit with the valve yet.
Okay, they should work.
The arm was
Where are the goggles? Hopefully they're charged. Where's the So there's this. Is it working? Hmm.
okay. That so it's too.
So, how long have you been into drones?
It's like 2016.
Damn. Has it gotten a lot better?
Other people have gotten a lot better. I kind of just stay the same.
Well, like the scene.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can't keep up, honestly. I'm this. I can understand what's going on here, but I haven't made the jump from like analog to digital. I'm pretty sure this is all digital. So yeah, stuff, the video transmissions.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
I see you. Oh my God, that shit is so loud. That's crazy that I'm seeing you right now. Shout out to Brian Redband. I will be in town on Thursday. Are you are you a big fan of the local comedy scene?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, been nice going out to mics and like watching people get funnier.
Are you a Kill Tony fan from before you moved to Austin?
Watching Phil Tony like last November.
Damn,
Yeah, I
last
mean,
November.
yeah, and I heard about it on Rogan's podcast all the
Oh,
time.
right.
I'm like, oh, let me just check this show out.
So you got into comedy before Kill Tony.
I got into comedy in January. Like January, it
January.
was January, like the very end of January, my first open mic in Seattle
Hmm. Wow. Pandemic.
at the Shanghai Room.
Wait, is that during the pandemic?
No, I mean, I guess still technically like it's always the pandemic in Seattle, but
But it was after the
yeah,
pandemic?
it's after people weren't really.
Wow. So you're like brand new.
Yeah, just this last January, so like 5 months.
Isn't it crazy that there's some parts of the country where the pandemic fucked us so hard that it will never be better than before the pandemic?
It's crazy, especially
We
like
were
being in.
living at the peak
Yeah,
of some cities,
yeah,
and you'll never know what it's like to do comedy in a functioning San Francisco again.
yeah, right. That's
San
bizarre.
Francisco's doing fine. I don't know what city's not doing well.
Yeah, Seattle's interesting. I did in March, but that was kind of warming back up. Hoping it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, this shit is so freaking loud.
Yeah, I don't usually. It's helpful if you lose it,
Yeah,
but
it's not good for inside. Sounds like a fucking fire alarm.
uh, there's like 5 people, so maybe it's.
Why does there have to be an arm switch at all? Why can't you just fly it?
Um, I thought the same thing, but it is kind of helpful to have an arm switch, just like,
Like a safety?
especially if you're racing. Like people keep their transmitters like they're on a lanyard or something, and you
Yeah.
can like leave open and hit it. Like I've actually chopped my fingers trying to get it on accident.
Oh my God. So you just turn it off with the button.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that is helpful. I got my new Space Force shirt. You can buy it now on Amazon.
So this is saying that the arm is on channel 5, but there's literally not even fucking channel.
There's my drone in fucking virtual reality. Hey Hans, are you into FPV drones or the Grandpa DJI drone ones? Both? I don't know why you don't do both. I think if you do the old Grandpa drones, then you gotta want to do flips.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Dude, I went to one of these drone meetups in Austin. Have you been?
No,
They're all like old people.
they fly the DJI drone.
They fly DJI drones and they just go up, down, left, right, backward,
They're
forward.
gonna shit their pants for putting this out there.
I know, and just run circles around them. But they know that they exist. They're more into like the technical aspect of it. They're more like nerds about it. It's more like a aircraft, toy aircraft kind of thing. It's really interesting how it triggers different parts of your brain and different parts of society. Like, these old guys seem like they'd be into trains as well. And you got like mountain head juice heads like us that are just into the adrenaline rush of it all, feeling alive. Where are you going after this? You going back to your home? Oh, you drove a motorcycle. I was gonna ask for a ride.
You got a helmet? I'll take you.
I do have a helmet.
I'll take you. Where you going?
Do you have those things that I can hold on to on the side so I don't have to
got
hold
like
on to
a
you?
like I got like these metal. I have a box like on the back you can stare. Yeah, it's only gay if you make eye contact, which is impossible because
Just don't look through the mirror. It's like Medusa. It's like Medusa if she turns you gay.
I have a joke about that. All right, so Medusa had to have been flat chested, right?
Because otherwise people would be staring at her tits.
Yeah, like nothing would begin turned to stone except dicks.
Yeah. Medusa, if she had big tits, wouldn't be as useful.
I've been working on it for a while, and anytime I tell people, they're like, "This Medusa." Like, fuck, like I have to give you a history lesson first.
Yeah, I did a Mr. Rogers joke and it didn't work. I think a lot of people are
Dumb.
too Gen Z.
Oh yeah, that's
The frame of reference is just warped. Hey, you're on the air live on the Hans Kim show. What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? Like, you want to say anything to me? Harmful or incendiary? Something that'd make good radio? To cause drama and intrigue. I'm just kidding. Uh, anyways, are you gonna come pick me up or do I have to go to you? Okay, I'll come to you, but it might be a while because I'm figuring this out right now. My friend came with my drone and we're figuring it out. You can, because he has a motorcycle. Do you want me to hug him very tight to get back at you?
it's cool, bro. I'm just biracial, not bisexual.
Well, now I don't want to do it, even less than I wanted to before.
Fucking why are you doing this to me? Fucking
Well, this is on the air, but I will talk to you soon and I'll make my way over there.
yeah.
That is true. I'll text you. Okay. Bye. Love you. So hard coordinating when to meet up and be like, are you doing more than I'm doing? Or am I doing more than you're doing? Like, you don't want to move in too quick, but you also don't want to spend too much time apart because it's like stressful and inefficient. A lot of driving between places.
Yeah. Does she live far from me?
She lives near where you live.
No, north.
Yeah, so it's not easy,
Yeah, that is.
yeah, to do every day.
Yeah, I understand. Lately, I've just kind of thought, like, fuck it. If they're interested in me,
You'll make the drive.
they'll make it happen.
That's not big.
I mean, I'm not gonna like stress about it. It's just stressing about women.
So how's it going?
I met this sweet girl.
No, like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. It's going all right. I don't really understand why it's not letting me arm, but
Just like a woman,
yeah, exactly, exactly like
not letting you arm. Very frustrating. Is this on the controller? Because I know I was fucking with the controller a lot, like where you got before I gave it to you. So this is the drone. As you can see on the screen, if I tilt it down, it goes down. Tilt it up, it goes up. So there's a sensor inside, and it's sending all this information to the computer. But if it doesn't send it to the computer, it has it in its little brain, and it figures out how to fly. So you know what I would do when I first fly it is fly it in horizon mode or whatever you called it,
good plan.
because I know how to do that.
Yeah,
The throttle thing kind of scares me, so I'm glad that I can
yeah.
just switch it with a flick of the switch.
You'll get used to it pretty quick, but
I'm so excited. I'm gonna buy so many batteries. I'm not even gonna need a DJI. I crashed mine. I sent it in.
are they gonna warranty it?
Hopefully, they're like, if it's not user error, it was 100% user error.
Well, maybe they won't be able to tell.
I
Maybe they'll just fix
didn't
it.
even delete anything. I
Oh
was like,
shit!
ah, fuck, just
You're gonna
nuke
watch
it.
this video.
It's too sad, yeah. I wish I never record my crashes because whenever I crash, I'm not doing anything. I'm always crashing when I'm like just getting it in the air.
You didn't set this, did you? This mix arm. It was already preset on there.
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably I might have done it.
Okay.
Dookie's lips are where all them fish grease collect. What does that mean?
Mhm. Fish grease.
I wish I didn't mess with it now.
This is not the most annoying drone that I've worked on.
I got a Tango 2. They call it a remote controller or a receiver, I guess, because it's receiving information, but it's also transmitting. I feel like it's more about transmitting information. Maybe that's the receiver. I don't know the terminology. I just know the noise it makes when it takes off a Taliban's head. But these aren't the drones that they're using for that. DJI drones are the drones they're using in Ukraine right now. Have you seen some of the videos?
For what? Like just
Ukraine,
reconnaissance, or are they
they're
actually?
dropping
I
grenades.
don't know.
They
It's
have,
pretty easy to like
yeah,
put a remote device on there to like,
you can buy it on Amazon. They're
yeah.
like $30.
But the range on those like is not super far.
Yeah,
So this would actually be better for dropping grenades because you can set one of these switches to
drop.
drop the thing,
Yeah,
and you could have like long range on it.
really? These
Yeah.
have better range than DJI?
This probably has a pretty comparable range. I mean, you're using
The
DJI
controller.
FPV stuff,
Yeah.
and then this is a pretty long range.
Isn't the limiting factor the battery?
Um, yeah, yeah, for like how long you can fly.
So do they have a better battery life than DJI?
No, you could buy a bigger battery. Like this is a
Yeah.
1500 milliamp hour battery, but you could buy probably like an 1800 one, or you could build a battery. Um, but yeah, honestly, this drone I wouldn't expect to be able to fly for longer than like 7 minutes. Yeah, just because of
Well,
like,
they use these ones as suicide bombers. They just put a bomb on it
and then
and
just,
just crash it into something.
oh, see, that seems, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. With your knowledge, you could probably build them for really cheap.
It's super easy to build. I could probably build a drone for $100 or less.
And you could use it as a homing missile and just get good at it. You'd be like Ness. You know how Ness has that up B move in Super Smash?
Oh yeah.
The Smash heads will know what I'm talking about. What made you start stand up? Probably being Such a hilarious and talented person.
That's about right.
I just did it because I didn't want a real job.
That's fair.
So in Ukraine, they have these DJI drones. They put a fucking bomb on the underside of it. I think Russia has DJI drones too. I think China's selling them to both. DJI is a Chinese company and they're the best drone makers out there. Like all these FPV drones are great, but there's no company really. I mean, there's like Tango and
That's yeah. They just
all
build
that.
components. There's like
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know of that many like companies that actually cut frames and these like TBS Team actually probably has people that they just like.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Pyro Drone?
No.
Oh, I don't know if he's big anymore, but he's got some pretty good frames. Have you heard of the Floss?
No.
It's an old one.
Nice.
It might not be relevant anymore.
I mean, why do you think it is that it's hard to commercialize FPV drones? Because DJI tried it, but nobody's really going for their FPV drones.
I think there's a really big stigma on drones. Like a lot of people that I talk to have a negative impression of them. Like
Yeah.
they're being used to spy on people.
Yeah, they're just too powerful.
And it's like they could, but
People don't want to go more into technology. They want to slow down technology because I think it's because of capitalism. Because if a few people get all the resources and power, then any new technology can only be used to hurt you. And you know instinctively that technology is not going to be your friend. It's only going to help concentrate power further. So they just have this reactionary reaction to technology
yeah,
because they understand the system, man. But it's like technology can actually set us free. I don't think technology is bad. I don't think you should take out your hatred of inequality on technology. While you're busy doing that, I'll be learning how to fly a drone eventually once it starts working. In the meantime, I'm just sitting here getting yelled at by my girlfriend.
and did she actually yell at you?
No.
That's good. Does she ever yell at you?
Yeah.
She get pissed off?
Yeah.
How long you guys been dating?
5 months.
Okay.
What something that happens is like I'll be joking and it'll sound like really fucked up and she'll be like, why would you say that? That's like a fucked up thing to say. Or like, because and then I'll either have to commit to the joke or bail out immediately. And sometimes I'll commit and be like, no, I was just joking. And she'll be like, no, but think about it. Think about what you said and
How old is she?
how horrible that is. No, she's 25.
I'm gonna do some googling.
So have you seen the 10th episode? 10th anniversary episode of Kill Tony yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, hold on.
Was it good?
Hold on.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yeah, it was amazing.
Did not see it.
That's so crazy that we both went for the mouse at the same time.
Let me think like, okay, this is good. Uh, so this is an optimal motor direction because if you're racing, your propellers are spinning outwards, and
Mm.
if you crash or just land in grass with a normal propeller orientation where they're spinning this way, you're gonna get grass and shit like all over your drone. Rather, if they're spinning outwards, it kicks all the grass out. You have a
Oh,
clean drone,
okay.
so that looks good.
So that's better.
Hmm.
Does it affect the performance at all?
I don't think so.
Nice. So it's just the same performance, but one direction makes it cleaner.
Yeah.
It's the same on the backside too. It kicks it out instead of in.
Hmm.
It's beautiful. Kick it all out. How dangerous is grass to a drone's propellers?
Not at all.
Okay, because
Yeah.
sometimes leaves a mark.
On the
It looks green.
Yeah, I guess it might leave a mark, but you could seriously cut grass with it. Seriously, these things are spinning fast enough, and those propellers are rigid enough that they will cut the tip of your finger off. It is so sharp, and they're spinning super fast. Like I've seen
Yeah,
some really, really gory injuries.
that's the reason why they're so fucking why it's only been now that drones have taken off because we didn't have the technology yet.
Like drone races that I've been to, if they're indoor races or if there's spectators around, they have to put up a huge net so that
Yeah,
drones don't, because they lose,
blade proof net.
radio transmission sometimes.
Yeah, they crash all the time.
Mhm. I was really hoping that this would be easy. Fucking be bad.
It's not armed. How can you tell it's
It's
not
like it
armed?
won't. Well, the motor should start spinning when it arms,
Oh,
and they're not. And I've got it like, so I have
are you sure it's because I didn't fuck with the thing? I was fucking with it a lot,
it.
trying to get it to arm.
It could be. Shit.
Yeah, the 10th year anniversary show comes out next Monday. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything, but that's logically when it would come out. I guess not Saturday. It was filmed on the Saturday. Yeah, I cut my Korea trip short to go to the 10th year anniversary show and went to it. And let's just say that what happened happened, and it's all recorded and going out live on Kill Tony on
I'm
Monday.
really excited to see this.
Yeah, I mean, it's already been out if you paid the money for
Oh
it.
yeah, that's why I haven't seen it because
You have to pay for it.
cheap as fuck.
It's coming out soon, anyways. But it's like you get to see it live, which is rare. Kill Tony never happens live anymore, so it's sad. Pre-arm.
Yeah, so this should be what's called air mode, which is really cool. Um, and maybe this is why it's not working. I don't really know. So I guess what did I set the notes for this one? Maybe this can give you a thing.
So, there was actually a news story about Trump and how he said that he was reading a classified document and he knew it was classified and he was looking at it anyways with like aides and like a reporter. So they have it on tape that he knew it was classified and he was showing them. So he knowingly broke the law, which, like, if he did it unknowingly, he still broke the law. Like, why does it matter that he knew? But apparently he knew about it, which makes it worse. So, I mean, obviously he's gonna do that.
So I really want this one to move.
Ox 2.
No, Ox 1. But I'm pretty sure.
So it's on now.
That'll be channel 5.
The people you met, who was the funniest person off stage? Probably funniest person off stage. I mean, the person that is the most entertaining for me is probably Joe Rogan, just 'cause he's so good at talking and he's such a pure, genuine person and he has interesting stories.
The front door. So maybe this will work.
Sometimes you see someone working on something and you're like, that's better than I could do.
I think that all the time.
What's the use of me chiming in at this point? My only
Alright,
job is to not piss him off.
that might work.
Hopefully he'll figure it out.
Or should stop fucking beep. Right? Make it stop. Disable the beeper.
Is it a button?
No, oh, it's in this software, so I have to like turn it on.
So you got the
So we got
arm
this to
switch?
recognize, so that's hopefully the arm switch.
Should we test it out?
I don't know why it's still beeping though.
It's fine. It always beeps. So should we test out the arm button? Oh, it's spinning.
That that means that the battery is dead.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You didn't bring a spare?
I
God. Are you sure? Maybe there's somewhere you didn't expect.
chicken.
Did you bring any other bag?
But this one, I just bumped up the charge rate, so hopefully it'll charge. It's at 14.7 volts, so it just needs to get up to like 15.
Okay. But in the meanwhile, you want to figure out how to stop it beeping
Yeah, that's a great idea.
or some other thing. What else do we need to do?
That's pretty much it, dude. We just needed to get it to, and then like after you fly it, then we can adjust the rates and like
Okay.
adjust it to how you're comfortable flying it.
Oh. So this is just the average setting?
Yeah.
Because
So
I'll just get used to it that.
so this is where you'll change like the actual character, like the flight characteristics of the. Yeah. That's it.
That's funny. Flight characteristic, because they say about car, the intangible is the driving characteristics, like how it drives. So I'm gonna figure out my personality in the air.
Exactly. I feel like that's what I was shit. I'm actually just looking for.
Most of you don't even have a personality on the ground. So what's your flying characteristics?
I don't mess with any of the PID settings. I'll just like
Yeah, don't mess
fuck
with it.
those things.
Me either.
I will change these
Oh,
max velocity degrees per second.
yeah.
Um, and then like the expo, it's like as you
Oh,
move, this
shit.
like what's up? You have to do something.
I left the cat out on the porch on
Oh,
accident
shit.
all day.
Where's it at?
Now it's at my girlfriend's
Oh,
house.
good. But
And
oh, you left it on the porch at her house,
yeah, and like I don't like the cat,
so she knows.
so she thinks like I'm trying to kill it now. Which I don't know. Am I trying to kill the cat?
Subconsciously, you're just trying to like get this fucking thing.
I was honestly not trying to kill the cat.
Oh shit. Sorry,
But that cat is annoying as fuck. Totally unrelated to me fucking up and locking it outside on the porch on a Texas summer.
but it survived. Like it's probably stronger. It has more character.
Yeah,
Like
it's gotta go one day without water. You know what we could do is just leave it out there with a bowl of water.
the drone or the cat.
Why would the drone be near a bowl of water?
The-
They can make drones waterproof now.
They can that conformal coating.
Oh, is that like a little spray that you spray into it?
I've seen it mostly. It's like a like a nail polish thing, and you just like paint it over the because the motors are waterproof already, and
It's the batteries and the internals.
yeah, so you have to like the batteries are actually pretty solid too. It's really just the flight controller. You
So
have
you
to like
just have
paint
to
that shit over the
spray
flight
it.
controller, yeah, or
Uh,
spray.
Interesting. You can't use one of those foams from Home Depot.
You probably could, but then so the thing with conformal coating is if you need to do any sort of soldering or like work on your board afterwards, it makes it kind of hard. So
Yeah. Well, everything's waterproof up to a certain depth and time.
yeah, yeah, and that's apparent with this submarine that just got
Yeah,
lost
it's waterproof
into
up
the
to 1,000 feet, but it's going 2,000. So,
oh, this is cool. These are like people that you can like copy their profile, their flight profile, whatever.
nice. I have a 6 inch up.
Yeah, 6 inch. That's pretty good, dude. It's like above average.
Another drone.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking, dude. This is a 6 inch.
Yeah. Dead cat. Do you like dead cat?
Like, no,
The
like what?
formation instead of like flying X or whatever.
Oh, I see. Dead cat.
Yeah, that's where the front is sort of to the side instead of in front so that you can get better shots. I don't understand why people are not filming their drone doing the flips because I want to see that motherfucker flipping around. I don't want to just see the front end. Whoa.
Here, this looks like my hometown. Hans Pussy Magnet. Nice. Oh, so this is like showing you what you'll see on the OSD.
That shit's gonna be on there. That's gonna be
Be,
annoying.
be like, oh, you can move it tight. Do you want any of this stuff on here? You can take all of it off if you want.
Yeah, you need this to see when the battery's going out, right?
Jesus, what is all fucking everywhere though? So maybe we'll put this like top.
It's like super zoomed in. How do you like zoom out?
Wait,
Yeah, put everything to the side. I don't want anything like in the
you
middle.
mean so that you can like see when you're flying?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's the reception. I want the battery and the reception right next to each other.
This is the bad. Let's look at that. Okay.
Milliamp hours and then amps. What is the volts, amps, and milliamp
The
hours?
volts are
How much juice you
milliamp,
have?
milliamp hour is the capacity of the battery. And so it should like that is probably showing you
So
how much you've
rate.
used so far.
Oh, how much I've used.
So you milliamp hours would
So
be 690. Put up in
690.
your
Wait, well, 42 should be the capacity then, shouldn't it?
42 is amps, so that's like
That's
how
the
much it's
rate.
pulling.
Okay,
Yeah, how
yeah,
fast
the
it's
how
pulling.
fast it's pulling. And 69 is how
Like
much
yeah, like
left, or the max capacity, or how much is left.
it's either how much is left or how much you've used. I can't remember.
Okay, and that's the reception.
Which like your transmitter will like call that shit out. Tell you. This should hopefully
Altitude
better. That's
in
inaccurate because it
meters,
has no idea. Like
where it's starting
yeah, it
from.
has no idea like what
Well, yeah, we can keep it, and then I'll probably delete it if it's useless. You can control each LED. That's cool. So cool. We don't have to go over that.
no. You I'm trying to find the beeper
Mhm.
setting.
Should we Google it?
Yeah. Should I Google
Here.
how to set?
Oh my God, when I let it out, I was like, oh shit, I can't forget to bring it back in. But then the Uber was like 2 minutes away, and then he started texting me, and I freaked out.
Piss those guys off.
Yeah, Ubers get so mad at you if you show up late. They're like,
What's this called again? What kind of drone is it?
Nazgul, Evoke.
Like five or something?
I don't know. Weren't you gonna look up the beeping?
Yeah, but this seemed more important.
I thought you figured it out. How to get it to arm.
Maybe. I got it to recognize that first channel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I haven't smoked weed in like 3 days, and I kind of feel like I'm dumber.
For being sober.
Yeah, like
You
I feel like
wanna
I'm not as sharp as I
you wanna break that streak?
was not smoking weed.
Yeah.
I'm on a pretty good streak right now. I'm not like quitting forever. I just thought maybe it'd be good to not be stoned all the time. But I'm starting to think like why?
Yeah. It's just like an extra thing like where you're choosing happiness. Like, let
Yeah,
me choose to be happy today. Let me bump this up a notch.
like I told at least four customers to bag their own fucking groceries today, and that's not gonna.
Do they deserve it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have some limits and boundaries, or else you're not gonna be mentally healthy.
I think subconsciously I'm trying to like get fired from Trader Joe's so that I'll have more time to focus on comedy.
Subconsciously.
Mhm.
That's funny. The beeping.
How do I min max this tab to go back to?
What tab do you want to
Oh, I
go
was gonna
to?
go back.
So how are you doing with the ladies?
Much better than I was.
What do you attribute this sudden improvement to?
Just me deciding what I want, like me making the choice to pursue a certain person
Wow.
instead of settling for whatever comes to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You
like what?
you were enamored with a person recently
Uh, no, I just found out that she thought that I was attractive.
in a sexual way?
Yeah, but prior to that, I really thought that she was out of my league.
Yeah.
I was like, this chick is way too hot for me. She'd never be into me. And
Wow.
honestly, that's the only thing that was keeping me from.
So even though everything was good to go, you were holding yourself back somehow.
Mhm.
That's unfortunate. But
Yeah,
now you're not, and now you're with this beautiful person.
I wouldn't say with, but I mean, I guess
You
you can
guys
say that.
are courting each other.
Yeah, supporting each other. We're
That's
really hanging
amazing.
out on
That's what a
Sundays.
success story.
I eat tamale.
Tamales?
Not tamales, some Molly.
Some Molly?
Yeah,
Oh, Molly, the drug.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad that it's happening.
but she's pretty attractive.
Wow,
She's actually like the most attractive woman I've ever been.
that's really cool. Well, hopefully she sees this and knows that she is better than you.
Yeah, no, I've kind of tried to tone it back on that. Like every time, the only time I told her she's better than me is the first time I saw her. I was like, "Why are you here? What are you doing
Yeah.
with me?" And then after that, I realized that's unattractive, and I should probably just act like,
Yeah, it's weird because then it makes it seem transactional, like, oh,
yeah,
you're getting more out of this.
yeah.
Like, what does that even mean?
And humans are weird too. Like they'll start believing that shit if you actually think that you're not worth this person's time. They're gonna start thinking that too.
Yeah, the subconscious, the parts of your life where you're just reacting. You don't want that to be filled with insecurities and doubt.
The only thing I can think of to get this fucking beaver to stop is to add. I proposed to my ex girlfriend like last October or whatever,
Yeah.
and I used a drone to film it.
Did
That's pretty cool.
you have waypoints?
It was we went to the beach. We went. Are you familiar with like Alki Beach?
Yes.
So we just went out to Alki, and I took on a motorcycle, and like I had the drone follow us. I was like, wait, I want to stop and get a drone video. And I just had it like follow us for a little bit until we got like right around the corner to Alki.
So you use the drone as an excuse to propose to her?
Kind of, yeah. She knows that I was always like taking out my drone for videos and things
Yeah.
like that. And
That's why women can never trust drones because they're so useful to
it,
surprise bitches with.
yeah, it like deliver a joint to your neighbor down the street. Um, there's all kinds of stuff. Like if there's some like Seattle, there's crazy shit happening all the time. Like at my house, I hear siren, like loud noises. See what's going
Your
on?
drone over there.
Quiet. Oh hell yeah! Fuck yeah!
Yes! It's
Fuck
spinning.
yeah! Oh yes! Yeah!
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah!
Why did it stop? You disarmed
I
it?
disarmed it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then look, I guess we can iron buttons. This is a beeper. So if you're ever fucked and you can't find your drone, you can
Yeah.
push this button and you
Okay.
get a
And
beeper.
what's the arm?
The arm is this side.
Okay.
This arm.
Okay, let's pop some propellers on this bitch.
They should be going outwards. Yep. Outwards. Yep. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Cool. All right.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Is it even dark outside? It's about to be. Oh, I have a show I have to get to soon. I might need a ride to my girlfriend's house, but I also don't want to ride on a motorcycle.
I understand. I'm like, I have a car, man.
What is the use of a motorcycle? And yes, over a car. How do you
Okay.
decide which one to take?
I always take my motorcycle for multiple reasons. The first reason is that I'm obsessive. And if I encounter a woman, I'm far more likely to like
So you're always in pussy mode.
trying to moderate. Like I'm really trying to cut it back and feel like I have things I need to focus on.
You want to look good for the female gender. That's cool. And then the other reason, can you get places faster?
You can get this faster, way
How?
cheaper.
Because
Parking is so much nicer.
parking is obvious. Parking is amazing.
But yeah, I mean, I've been riding motorcycles.
Are you sure those are the right propellers for the engine? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean to die.
No, no, you're good.
Um, but yeah, I mean, women love it. I just don't know how you get faster on a motorcycle without breaking the law.
Oh, you don't.
So you break the law.
I break the laws. Yeah.
How so?
I just try to. I mean, I don't want to die, and I want to be doing life, so I try to be safe for me. Like I ride with my limits. But
Yeah,
I break the law by.
I think it's almost dangerous not to break the law because if you're just sitting at an intersection, just waiting for someone to hit you, yeah, it's better to be somewhere safer.
And it's fucking hot. Like I'm not gonna just sit there and
Yeah,
people get this, and then people not so. So
yeah.
I can't. Seriously, I got road rage a couple weeks. Some dude called my house and went off to all the way to Trader Joe's. And okay, so I tried to lose him by driving over. I didn't have this much of a highway, so I could drive over sidewalks and shit. So this was crazy, dude. I was like driving sidewalks, I was driving planters. This fucking dude in this giant lifted Dodge pickup truck was just like fish killing all over the place. Like he was also driving everywhere, and I was driving fucking furious. All I did was drive around. Like he came up to an intersection, there's nobody going, and he was on his phone, and I wasn't trying to stop, so I just rolled around and he saw me, lost his
So
shit.
you blew the red light.
It wasn't a light. It was a stop sign. So
Oh,
we
so
had
he was distracted and he didn't.
he was distracted. He left at least a car space between him and the intersection, and it was you're supposed to stop there because there's traffic, but it's in my neighborhood, so there's no traffic there. I just went around. I was
Wait, it was a stop sign?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, so he was taking forever at the stop sign.
yeah. Like as I was coming up, like the moment that I could see him, and he was stopping, not moving. He was just there on, like I could see his.
And so he got spooked probably.
He didn't get spooked. He got pissed. Like he got
Well, he probably got pissed because he didn't expect it, and he was like, "Oh, someone's criticizing how I'm
but
driving."
like the level that he took it to was insane. This was
But
a
that's
whole.
probably why, if it made sense, he probably wouldn't have taken it to that level. But since he's a crazy person,
I called the police. It was nuts, dude. He was like, I wasn't driving this motorcycle. I was driving my black one. That motorcycle was slow as fuck. Like any car can catch that. I mean, it's a
that's too
650,
bad.
but it's like I couldn't get
If you
over.
had a better one, you could have run away from him.
If I had the motorcycle that I drove today, I would go to the seven.
Yeah.
Or
You want to tighten them even more?
well, these ones. So like when I buy my roads, I buy motors that are reverse threaded, so that as they spin, they tighten themselves. These ones are all the same direction. So you got me. Like, yeah, no, he does. Supposed to be.
Do you know how tight? I want to. Yeah, because my woman makes me something. My girl wants she doesn't have blackout curtains. Yeah, I could sleep in here forever. I have two girls now. One cheap, one uh, red. One's yeah, but it's so useful having two phones. One's for curling. So you don't have to swap shit out. It's like so much time. I'll be right back. Or you're like, oh shit, I'm on the live stream. I might be revealing something embarrassing about myself, like my thoughts and ideas. So is that thing good to go if I just plug it in? It'll charge it. The whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So are we good to go? Should we like, test it out? Where should we go test it out? Back out here. Okay. Let's